Abby is with Mattress Firm. So a couple of things to cover, really. So organizational change has now, and this was, begin to impact Mattress Firm, right? So most companies don't just decide they're going to change just for the heck of it, right? It's going to be for one of two reasons. It's going to be because of survival or opportunity, okay? So talk to us a little bit about Mattress Firm's organizational change. What happened? What was it?
Yeah.
Just some details.
Well, for us, it definitely wasn't survival. It was opportunity. You know, we today operate around 1,300 stores nationwide. We've doubled in size over the last few years. And so, you know, for many years, for the 27 years that Mattress Firm has been in business, we've kind of just been trekking along. But we saw an opportunity to go border to border and coast to coast and become truly the first national player in our industry.
Right.
We've got a lot of regional players, many of whom are here today. We've got a few other clients in our industry, and we really wanted to set out to be the first national border to border, coast to coast. So it was a great opportunity, and you know, of course, with that comes a lot of growth, a lot of adding stores, adding people, and
Right.
so.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So bottom level, right, we're going to double in size, maybe even a little bit more than that now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to double staff, double properties, double all these things. So when something like that happens, massive changes, right?
Yep.
But what's the challenge from an organizational level? So, because it's not just as easy to go, hey, we're going to grow, we're going to get bigger, big deal. Go buy some properties and open some more. I mean, what's the challenge? What do you have to think about?
Well, you know, real estate could open as many stores as they want, and we could have great real estate, great stores, lots of product to sell, but without truly having good, talented people in our stores, that's all for naught. So,
Right.
you know, I think it's really important. The challenge of doubling in size, and many companies in here have experienced that type of growth. You know that you work so hard to develop a culture and develop your people,
Yeah.
and then adding all those stores can certainly have a negative impact in the quality of hires and the quality of your corporate culture. So.
Right. So your goal then, so just to kind of, so the challenge is, I'm doubling my size. How do I propagate that same culture and that same kind of performance everywhere, right, throughout these other stores?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's that starts from the entry level. We have a culture we promote from within, and so finding that really good talent to join our team entry level and hire twice as many as we did the year prior.
Right.
Can be challenging.
Right. Now you, in kind of some of our pre-discussions, you also talked a little bit about going public and kind of how,
Right.
Talk about that.
Right. So in the midst of all the growth that we were experiencing, we go public, and
Right.
There's obviously a lot of intricacies that happen when you go public. And one of the great things about our organization, what we were able to sell and promote about Mattress Firm is, we're not just a mattress retailer. We hire a lot of really great people and train them well, and so that was actually a huge selling point on Wall Street. That's why we were able to get the investments that we did, because we had a good people story.
Right. That's great. So keep the culture. Get high performers in the door, right? People who are going to continue to do a good job. What part did PeopleAnswers play in, that solution and in meeting that challenge?
Well, back in 2010, we really had nothing. I mean, we were hiring people, but not at the rate that we are today. And so what it really did was kind of help to prepare us for this future growth.
Right.
We looked at a lot of different vendors, looked at some off-the-shelf programs, but what we really found was we wanted a customized profile. We wanted to figure out, how do we take our culture and take our top performers of today and find more of them?
Right.
And PeopleAnswers was the perfect solution for that.
Right. So a lot of promotion within. So getting the right people in the door, utilizing the technology to kind of know that, hey, Rick's great as a salesperson. Would he be great as a manager or a district manager? Right.
Right. And PeopleAnswers has the tools that's helped us take somebody from a sales management trainee into a district manager role through the coaching, the career pathing, and we've been utilizing the different things that PeopleAnswers has to offer to help us through that.
Yeah, I was there obviously for the the kickoff back in the day, I think 2010, and yeah, you guys did a great job of just making sure that you understood every option that was there and taking advantage of it. So clearly. So you guys have had some good results, right? And so you've been live long enough that we've been able to do a study for you. So kind of tell us about some of the outcomes you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, the results really have been fantastic, and you know, we've seen a company-wide drop in turnover just across the board. And what I think was really interesting, because there's probably a lot of factors that could go into a reduction in turnover, but what we found is that we had a 65% decrease in turnover among the people who, from the people who were not assessed to the people who were assessed. And so just by the virtue of assessing and looking a little bit more closely at the people we were hiring, certainly has had a significant impact in turnover.
Right.
And then we also we've seen a very nice increase in sales performance. So what we do know is that the thumbs up and the thumbs down, it does matter.
Right.
We've seen an 11% sales increase going from somebody who was not recommended to hire to somebody who was recommended. So an 11% per person over the entire company, that's pretty significant.
Right, that's getting into the millions, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. So I think you've got, so I think we've done a good job of kind of, you know, stating what the problem is, right? What's the challenge? What's the solution? You've got a few takeaways for us today. Do you want to run us through those real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we talked about when you're growing at the rate that we're growing, maintaining the culture and the people is so important. And that's truly what's going to fuel our future growth. And, you know, and the quality of hires, that's really what's, you know, that's what's important. Those are the people who are interacting with our guests every single day. And so, and then, you know, the idea that who knew back in 2010 when we were talking about PeopleAnswers that was going to help us be successful as a public organization.
Sure, sure. Okay, good deal. So I think you brought a video with you that really kind of reflects everything we're talking about, but you set it up for us and then we'll play it.
Yeah, so the video I believe that we're going to show is, it's one of the videos. We've got 3 videos that we show in the hiring process: brand, culture, and growth. And I believe we're going to take a look at the growth video, which features our employees talking about the growth of Mattress Firm.
Okay, very good. Let's hit it.
So the organization has grown exponentially.
Every single day there's just facets of our business that continue to change, and new concepts and new strategies.
From an organization that started with 1 store right here in Houston, Texas.
We're constantly growing and improving to be the company, if it existed today, would put us out of business.
It's been really cool to be a part of a company that's not just growing but evolving in a positive direction.
The opportunity to always improve as a person and also professionally through training, education, and opportunities.
The opportunities that I've had to grow my career have been limitless.
It blows my mind every single day just how fast we're moving and how much change that's happened in all very positive way.
Mattress Firm stayed consistent with their vision and their mission, and they created jobs. They continue to hire people. They continue to create growth within the organization.
Wow, good, great video. Yeah, great video. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate your partnership and just telling your story and helping us understand really how you met the organizational challenge. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much. Have a good day.